go see these comments. Let me bring it a little closer. Hello again, everyone. It's like hard for me to see the comments with my sunglasses on, but it's just kind of hazy bright out here, you know. Sometimes when it's hazy, it's even like worse than direct sun as far as eye sensitivity. So look, I've set my timer, and I hope everyone got the last message. Hello, everyone. And I've set my timer, so this video is definitely going to be under 15 minutes, so I can get it on YouTube. I've screwed up the last couple times and haven't been able to get it on YouTube, so I apologize for that, because it's so much easier to share on YouTube, and that is critical. Please, 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 if you feel compelled, please share this update far and wide. Easier to share from the YouTube video. Okay, so again, now I'm going to go into more speculation. Last night I speculated that Heather had been taken to Camp David, and the reason I speculated that was twofold. Kind of the geographic clue that was given, that she's southwest of the Mason-Dixon, which kind of doesn't make sense. It makes sense to me to say south or north of the Mason-Dixon, because what point in the Mason-Dixon line are we talking about? But anyways, I don't think I was far off the track when I said she's at Camp David, and the purpose of that would be for negotiations with the families. Now she's in Warsaw, Virginia, which is actually only about 45 minutes from where I am right now. And it's kind of funny, I moved down here the same time Heather moved down to Warsaw. So there's a reason I'm covering all this, because it's in close proximity to me, and I kind of understand the lay of the land too. So I started thinking about, okay, well, Warsaw, this is a regional correctional facility that services several counties got together. This, whatever the name of the facility is in Warsaw, it's not called Warsaw Jail. And they also, they'll have a federal contract. So, but at the same time, they certainly aren't on the way to Tennessee. They're the opposite direction. They're east. They're heading east, where Tennessee is, of course, to the west of Virginia. Well, that's a very good question. That's what I'm going to get to. Why do they have her in Virginia? Well, Warsaw is a couple hours south of D.C. I'm very familiar with the lay of that land, because I have friends that are River House in Kilmarnock, which is right on the tip of the Rappahannock River in the Chesapeake Bay. Beautiful country there. And it's relatively rural all through that stretch, including through Warsaw. Very rural area. So think about this. The families do not want to know that negotiations are occurring with Heather and them at this time. And so I also, being aware of the lay of the land, I know that there is the Dahlgren U.S. Navy Surface Warfare base that is only like 55 minutes away from her facility in Warsaw. Yeah, I've read the court trial. I was actually there, but I did read them again too, but I remember everything from them. So anyway, I believe that the reason why Heather is in this Warsaw facility is in order to, she's being shuttled up to the Dahlgren Navy, and they are conducting negotiations there. And she is, everything is going very well, aside from her migraine this morning. So please send her healing energies on that again. And everything's going very well. And the reason why they have her in this more isolated area of Warsaw is they don't want this really public. They don't want people to know what's going on. They don't want to see Heather, of course, being moved in and out of a jail, because people are going to go, well, what's that all about, you know? Yeah, I don't have time for it right now, but thank you. If you send a note, I will. So anyway, she is being, shuffled up to Dahlgren, and where negotiations are taking place. And it kind of also ties in with my belief and my research in the past that the U.S. Navy, it makes sense that it's on a Navy facility, because I believe the U.S. Navy is, out of all the military branches, kind of on the tip of the spear in regards to disclosure. And this is not, folks, I'm going to reiterate, I've said this before, but I'm going to reiterate again, I've been asked to reiterate it as well, that this is not just about TDA accounts, okay, Treasury Direct accounts. It's much bigger than that. Those are just as is described to me, as I knew before, but I'll share the description because I think it's very accurate. That these are that's merely snowflakes on top of the iceberg. Okay, what we're talking about is a full disclosure of. We have no idea, really. Most people have no idea the production that has occurred on this planet and involving humanity. The families, as we refer to them, the cabal, whatever you want to call them, they are kind of the upper management in all of this, and I believe they're not 100% human. I believe they're generally hybrids, ET and human hybrids, possibly Anunnaki hybrids, and the overlords, though, are truly, they're above them, and that's the system. I've been told that they did not expect us to become aware enough to figure out the system, to figure out the control system that they've probably implemented on many other planets, and but because of the awakening, they now realize that boy, the gig is up, and their big concern is that, especially for the middle management, because we're not going to easily get to the overlords, but with the middle management, that when the truth comes out, especially about things like the crimes against children, that people that are not fully aware yet, remember I talked about that mustering forgiveness and stuff, that is the key, I think, to our next step in our evolution to really getting where we want to go, okay? To getting to envisioning whatever life you want. You know, that's not a rat in a rat wheel spinning away all your life, but doing exactly what you want, with whom you want, for who you want, whatever that may be. It might be painting, it might be woodwork, it might be, I don't know what. But if we're going to get to the world that we all really truly want, I think most of us want it anyway, that we need to be able to find a way to forgive these people for this, because their greatest concern right now of moving forward with disclosure of the truth, which is going to hit some people like a freight train, probably none of the people that are watching this right now, because you wouldn't be watching this if you weren't very aware and here on a mission. And those people who are here specifically for this mission are, I think, generally speaking, much more awakened. I don't think that you could argue that they're not much more awakened than the general population. And so if we want to get to where we're going to need to, they need to know, they want to see humanity awakened, because what they're worried about is people who are in between, the tweeners, who aren't yet completely awakened. Those are the ones that are going to want to grab the pitchforks and torches. So the carrot is, I guess, that if they feel like humanity's awakened and there's enough of us, I guess, to kind of even stop that, or that nobody ever even wants to engage in the pitchforks and torches sort of lynchings that, some could argue would be justified, that the best thing that we can do to bring about, the positive change that we all want to see, immense change to the way in which life on this planet is, that we need to be able to muster forgiveness for their crimes. And I think, personally, an important part of that is for them to fess up to those crimes and ask for forgiveness. I think that's critical. And I think there are also going to be, again, some that won't. So that's the big message that I am getting here, that is their greatest concern in these negotiations. So the more awakened we are, and they're watching us right now, they're watching me, they're watching all of you, and they're trying to feel our pulse and see, hey, are these guys going to string us up if the truth comes out? Because that's why they're resisting having the truth come out, because they know the gig is up. But, if you were going to be strung up by a lynch mob, you'd probably prolong whatever information that was going to come out that would motivate that lynch mob to string you up. You'd probably prolong it as long as you could as well. Well, if they feel pretty confident that enough of us are awakened, and a lot of people are rapidly awakening, even the sleepers, I think, are opening their eyes and going, wow, maybe this stuff is all real. And if they feel that way, I think they're going to be much more amenable to, disclosing and moving forward in our spiritual evolutionary process here on this planet, and having life become what we actually would want it to be if we were to sit down and write out how we want life to be. And, ever since I was a little kid, old enough to remember, I always thought, man, this is a screwy place, the way in which the world is run, and I always thought, boy, I wish I had the opportunity to sit down and redesign the world, because if I did, it would be nothing like the world currently is. So here I am, 45 years later, and that's exactly what we're in the position to do right now, folks. and it's all through our co-creative powers, and it's all about us envisioning, and if you so desire, and if you want to see that result of the sort of life that we all want on many levels, that it's time for us to really, use our co-creative powers to envision that future that is really here now, and envision that future and co-create it, and it's going to happen. And that's right, one of the ways to do that is mustering that love and forgiveness. It's much more challenging to do that under the circumstances than it is to grab a pitchfork. That's knee-jerk reaction, grab the pitchfork and the rope. So we need to rise above that, and we need to share with other people as to why, the wisdom in that, how that's going to be good for everyone. It's going to be a win-win-win for everyone. So please imagine how you're going to feel and what it's going to be like, and envision what it's going to be like when disclosure takes place, where the truth is told, and we are finally down a solid path of having the world in which we all would love to live in, to really enjoy living in. I sure would like to finish out my stint here on Earth in the kind of world that I think we're all envisioning, as opposed to the rat wheel, scenario that we're all in right now. So please consider doing that. If if you feel that's the right thing to be doing, then please do that. And I would suggest, if you feel like that's the right thing to be doing, then focus a tremendous amount of energy on that at this time if you can, and really think about that and envision, like, wow, it's going to be so cool that I'm going to have all my basic necessities, anything I need taken care of, and I'm going to be able to finally be able to water paint all day and give my paintings away to my neighbors. I won't have to sell them. Or maybe I'm so good I'll be able to teach other people water painting, or whatever it may be. That's what you're going to be able to do. Envision that sort of world. Who knows, whatever your interests, your passions are, you're going to be able to do that, and you're not going to have to do it for money. Okay? Your needs are going to be taken care of. I'm going to wrap it up shortly, but no, Randy's still in the same facility that he was in, and Randy's going to be just fine, I think. He does enjoy getting his cards and letters and stuff, so please do send him that. I'm also actually going to come on a little later with an update, kind of on a personal level, but I'm looking for, I don't know, some energies to be sent my way to help me make an important decision right now, because I'm kind of at a crossroads that I need, that I'm really torn over, and it was suggested to me that I throw it out to you guys and see what you think, and send me your thoughts, type of thing. I just need to throw it out into the universe, basically, and to my family, and say, hey, what should I do here, because I'm not all-knowing, I'm not omniscient. I am in my higher self, but not in this form on this planet that has... Okay, I gotta run, guys. I'm not running this over 15 minutes. I'll talk to you later. Thanks, bye.